So welcome ladies and gentlemen. So today what I thought I'd do is a little bit of a how-to video. For those of you playing on PC, I'm going to show you how to download a patch, how to install it real quick and play it and have some fun with it. It's very straightforward, to be honest, and obviously there's more things you can add to your game if you wish, so we'll sort of talk about it as well. A couple of things before we do get into that is I wanted to show you guys what I use to record audio wise, visual wise, just in case you guys are wondering. So I actually use this. I've tried Fraps, I've tried DxTory, I've tried what's the other one beginning with O, can't remember it, but this one for me just works the best. It's called Mirrorless Action. It cost about, I don't know, $20, $30 to buy, and I think it's worth it. This isn't a pirated version. Well, didn't download it, you know, for free. I paid for it because I feel like if it's good enough, why not? And there's a lot of options right here. You can see you can record your game very easy. You click that, you select the format, 1080p, 60 FPS, blah blah blah, does the job. Right now I'm recording anything on my screen on my desktop, and this one has an option to record sort of areas of the screen as well, and you can do live recording, screenshots, everything. So this is what I use. Absolutely love it. When it comes to audio, right now I'm just using Audacity. It's alright, it does the job for me, it works pretty well. I haven't played around with it too much. You can see the waves there showing that it's recording, and then I sync them up, sync up the audio, sync up the visual, and Bob's your uncle. When it comes to playing games, I use DS4 Windows. You can see right here I've actually plugged mine in because I'm going to show you guys after. That's what I use to connect my PlayStation 4 controller to the PC. It's wired. I don't do the old Bluetooth, can't be asked. I just plug it in and it's done. So that's it. Those are the three main things I use for playing Pes, and that's pretty much it. So let's dive into it right now when it comes to Pes Patches. So the main thing you want to go to really is Pes-Patch or Pes-Patch.com. This is where I get the majority of my mods and patches for Pes 2018. You can scour through there, have a look at what's out. Obviously go to the Pes 2018 tab, Pes 2018 patches, and then from here is where you're going to see all the patches. Now this is the one I'm interested in. Pes Galaxy have finally released version 1.0, and it looks quite nice what they've added. There's some new Bundesliga teams in there. I think they've added like 45 balls, new scoreboards, new ad boards, stadium designs for Bundesliga and national teams updated, all that fun jazz. So that's what we're going to be downloading. I'm using the Pes Galaxy 0.5. Obviously I need the new one, so we're going to install this and go through it. But yeah, check it out. Pes Smoke Patch is pretty good as well. He bashes out a lot of content, to be honest. Smoke Patch is a pretty solid one. You can't go wrong with it. And there's other ones you guys can check out as well. PTE, also a good developer of patches. And yeah, there's lots of other stuff you guys can also do. So this is where I get all my downloads from. Other things you can do, you can go to, say you want better balls. Go to Pes 2018 balls. There's going to be packs here. You click on those, you'll download a CPK file, and from there you can add that into your game and get that. Now this is an ad mental site. If you do not like ads, this is not the site for you. Let me tell you that much. If I click on this link right here, it's a pain in the ass. You've got to go through so many ads. Watch this. I'll show you guys. So if I click I'm not a robot, already another ad's popped up, and it's half the time it's a bunch of porno. So we'll get off that. So right, we click I'm not a robot. We'll let this load. It says you've got to wait 3 seconds. Do not bother clicking on any of this stuff. This is all baiting stuff for you guys to do. There's another BS one, and then we're through to the file. This one actually wasn't too bad considering, but even nowadays when you click on Zippy Share, it's another ad within download. Yeah, that's one thing I do hate, is the ads. Anyway, I have all these files downloaded, so I'm going to go to where I downloaded them. I downloaded them earlier. It was about 2.5 gig worth in size. So yeah, here we go. Pes Galaxy. We're going to open that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this onto my desktop. It's going to take a bit of time, not too long. and then we're going to go into the folder where my copy of Pes 2018 is. Now, if you have an uninstalled, unpatched Pes 2018, you're not going to have like the Pes Galaxy information. You're going to have pretty much standard stuff. Within downloads is where you have all these CPK files, and we'll talk about that in a second. And this is where you'll add extra ones that you want to put on top of the patch itself. For instance, I have new gloves right here. Got a couple of gloves there. The Being Sports, that's the scoreboard that I use. I downloaded that. There's a rainy texture for the turf. I've downloaded that. Yeah, there's just a couple of things you can do if you want to crank it up. Now, if you're doing a new patch, and I'm talking about going from PTE to Pes Galaxy, you're going to want to delete everything. So basically you'll hit the uninstall on that, get rid of all the things you don't want, and it should work fine. Now, because I'm doing an upgrade, this should work without me having to do anything. As you can see, we've got some credits, some readmes, a couple of HTML links, and then there's an all-in-one patch right here. I mean, all you're going to have to do, if you want to be safe, you can run it as admin. You really don't have to. We'll double click this bad boy, let it load. It may take a couple of seconds. Okay, so it took about 30 seconds, to be honest, for this thing to come up, so it does take a bit of time. Don't stress out, let it load. Don't start clicking buttons once you've clicked it. So we'll click the English one. We're going to go to next. It will tell you here all about the patch itself, add-ons, like it says here. Ball pack consisting of 32 balls. That's nice to see. We've got goal songs, scoreboards for the BPL, La Liga, Bundesliga, Sky Fantasy. 5 additional Master League press rooms added to Switch. We've got ad boards, global and Bundesliga. 27 new tattoos, 39 in total. Many faces, formation pictures for new Bundesliga teams, and a couple of other additions. It's got the data pack 2.0 implemented, and that's important. I don't have a CPK version of Pes. I have an official Steam version, so I don't know what to do if you have a pirated version. Don't ask me, this may not work. This is for official Steam based content. So yeah, installation type, leave that on default. You want the main files and the option file. That's fine. Click next. Right, so when you get to here, you want to install it in the correct directory. Now, mine is not in the default location. Mainly, as you can see, I only have 4.5 gig available on my C drive because I have an SSD which is being packed. So I've moved it over to my F drive. So I've got a C, a D, and an F. I put it in programs. I want to put it in Steam library. This is another Pro Evolution. Don't worry about that one. If you've got Steam, it's going to be in Steam library. You're going to then go to Common. And from there, you're going to go to Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. So that is my default location for my Pes. Find yours. Hit next. Don't worry about that. Hit next again. Don't worry about that. Hit next again. And it's off and running. So it's going to install. Gives you a bit of an estimation of how long it's going to take, and once it's done, we shall return. Okay, so it took about, I don't know, 10 or so minutes there. Once it's done, if you want to visit the website, you can. Won't worry too much about that. And we click Finish. So we can now get rid of that, and this is the folder where everything is. We've got 2 uninstalls. I'm not really worried too much about that. I mean, I just overwrit my old one. Hopefully that will be fine. In the downloads folder, we still have, yeah, it's still kept my my old ones as well, so that's good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to Pes Galaxy Switch. This is where you'll be able to tweak some files and do whatever you need to do. So we have the offline mode and the online mode. Obviously, do not, I've done this a few times, sort of install or click this one and then head online because you forgot you did it and then you can't find anyone. So make sure you do accordingly, pick which one you want to. So we can go to general. The settings is where you're just going to find the general settings for Pes. If you want to change the controller, the graphics, the resolution, all that fun stuff is where you'll do it here. So if you want to change the replays and demos, you can also change to 30 or 60 FPS depending on what you do. I'm using, as you can see, the controller's already plugged in and everything's working fine. All the buttons work accordingly. So we can cancel that. Then we're going to go to visuals. So what you can do is you can use an Xbox One controller or a PS3. I like to do the PS3 just because I have a PS4, makes it better. Replay wipe, you can choose La Liga or Premier League. Right now I'm playing my Master League with Man United. Generally I want the Premier League. Goal songs, there's actually some goal songs. So I'm going to turn that on and try it out. During some matches later in the Master League, we may hear some fun songs. We've got some press rooms that you can choose from. It's mainly the bigger teams. Manchester United is in there, and you can see when you click on them, it changes to whatever you want. Actually, the Man United one's kind of boring compared to like Chelsea's, or yeah, I don't know. Either way, we're Man United, so we'll apply that one. Then we're going to go to Scoreboard. So from here we have the BBC Sport, we have the Bundesliga now, the Premier League, and we have the Sky Fantasy. So I'm going to try this Premier League one out and see if it's better than the one I initially had. And that's that. So that's all the settings you can do. Now if we go to the DP file list, this is where you're going to be putting files, can't make it any bigger, for the game. So I've downloaded CPK files before. Now I don't need the Being Sports anymore because we're trying out a different scoreboard. I don't need this scoreboard. I am going to use this rainy turf one, so I'm going to click add. You can see it's select, can't even say the word, successfully added. What else did I have? There was some video ads. I'm not going to worry about that right now, because apparently there is ads already being added, so I kind of want to see what they're like. This Dr. Mods one was something that I probably want to put in there. There's a couple of glove packs, so I'm going to add that one in there as well. And finally I'm going to add this grass effect in there. So that's how you add CPK files, okay? So basically how it works, go on Pes Patch and find something you want, like the ball pack, etc. You know what? Let's just do this to show you guys an example of what needs to be done. As we're gonna have 1,000 ads again popping up. God, jeez, I really hate this thing. And I know they make money from all this, but it just winds me up. You have to click on 1,000 links. Like, just have one link, not a million of them. So let's download this once again. Zippy Share always pops up with an ad. So we're going to download it. You can see in the bottom left. Take 2 seconds, and we're going to get the file. Okay, so once you have that file, this is for the balls. You can click on it, and there's a CPK file. This is a preview of the balls in there. We don't need this, but I'm just going to show you guys. So I'll drag this onto my desktop. I'll close it. I'll also close this file for you guys. Now this CPK file has to go in the downloads folder. Okay, so we'll drag it, we'll put it in there. There it is. Now we can go back to this Pes Galaxy switcher, or Galaxy switcher, DP file list, and as you can see, we now have the ball pack version 3. All you'll want to do is highlight that, click add selected CPKs, and it's now in your game. It is that simple, and you do that for everything: gloves, balls, like I said, ad boards, scoreboards, anything like that. You grab the CPK files, you put them in the download folder, you open up the DP file list, and then you add them into your game. Now if you want to remove it, easy, click on it, hit the X, and there it is. So these are all the files that are going to be in Pes Galaxy Patch. So now we're going to go into the game and we're going to give it a go. So we'll click on it, and I'll see you guys inside the copy of Pes. Okay, so we're now on the game itself, and we're going to give it a go and see if everything worked accordingly. So let's go to edit. That's where all the main fruit and veg of the game is. We go to, let's just go to teams for now. As you can see, we have at least the correct emblems and all that fun jazz in there. Let's have a look. If we go to Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. I mean, these are all basic things from before that already in the game. Now, they haven't got the likes of Old Trafford, etc. yet imported. But, you know, they're trying to get closest they can. So the new Sun Arena, they've obviously renamed to Old Trafford. Eventually we'll have the proper stadiums in there. Just trying to remember exactly what they said was in this patch, because I can't remember. Well, we should have better Bundesliga teams now than they had before. They've updated a lot more. All the kits should be there for all the players. Actually, this is officially licensed teams, so that doesn't make any sense. Stuttgart, let's have a look at those. So yeah, there's the kits. Looking dapper. And they'll keep improving. After a while, we'll see more faces, more teams, and all the stuff that needs to be done. Other European teams, I believe CO White, well, they're not. That's not a real team. Need to put someone else in there. We've got Celtic. I'm sure they added a couple more real ones. Still some fake ones in there that need to be removed. Anyway, let's have a look at boots, because I'm sure they said there were some better boots in the game. I know Konami have added some. That's not the right one. Let's have a look. Have we got any extra ones? So we've got a couple of Adidas ones at the top. No, I don't really know which is which ones Konami have put in and which ones are new. You guys will probably know better than me. I mean, I'm not that fussed nowadays with the boots. I mean, obviously I want to see some real ones in the game, but I'm not obsessed like some people are. They have to have everything the best it can possibly be. So yeah, I don't think they really added any new boots, because these are all fake ones. But we will have new balls, so let's actually have a look at those. And we can have a look at the scoreboard. But it looks fine, everything's there. As you can see, it's all in working order. So yeah, let's back out. Let's do a quick test by playing a 2-minute game. And like I said before, you guys can pick any patch you want. There's a variety to choose from, all with their pros and cons. But at the end of the day, look, people still do a great job, still bash out the content. You can see we've got the PlayStation 3 controller there for you. Some live update in progress action. Remember to turn that off if you want to play with the likes of Bayern Munich, etc. So yeah, let's do, you know, Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever. There's the Emirates. Might as well just leave that. Let's do... Well, don't have to worry about it. What I was trying to find is the balls. So there you go. We have 44 to choose from. The Neo Pro, Old Sport ones, Derby Star, the UEFA Europa League ones are in there. A couple more Nike and Adidas. Champions League finale balls in there. So yeah, nice to see they've added these. Gives us a lot more variety now. Like, we would choose this one because this is the Premier League ball. We've got La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga's in there. European qualifiers if you want to use that. International Champions Cup ball. Copa America. Super League, Gold Cup. Got some Brazilian balls, some cancer awareness balls. That's pretty cool. So yeah, let's actually look at this ball. Let's try this cancer awareness. Kind of a cool colour. So yeah, let's give this a go, and we should be able to see the well, the new scoreboard. So there is a look at the Emirates, and that looks beautiful. I haven't actually seen the nighttime stadium from outside. But, yeah, you know what? Konami have done well, crafted the stadium pretty nicely. And under the floodlights, it's certainly going to look beautiful. So yeah, let's just have a look at the scoreboard here as it pops up for you guys to take a gander. There's Fabregas, he's got a tattoo on his arm. Nicely decked out. I'm not sure about the song chants. Maybe it would be nice to score a quick goal, but I don't think that's going to happen on Superstar. So we're not really going to be able to test that out. Morata's got a bit of a tattoo on his arm as well. So there it is. Now hopefully this isn't the one I used before where you couldn't really see the scoreboard when you scored a goal. It might be. If that's the case, then I'll probably just go back to sort of the Being Sports one. Petr, you beast. A look at Chelsea's squad. Christensen at the back, Kante ahead of him, Hazard, Morata starting together up top, and there is Courtois. I was going to say Tony Kroos. Not quite. Look at that ball, beautiful. So here we go. Nice green texture. I would like to try and score a goal real quick. I'll have to actually change the default colours on the radar because that was for online play. I had to make a change. Nicely done, Hazard. That's absolute filth. Referee says, who cares? Play on. Alonso in towards Morata. That's a good save by Petr. Hazard still on the floor. Referee doesn't care. Play on. Here comes Marcos Alonso. Lays it back to Hazard. Now on his feet. Flicked in. Morata's header. It's another wonderful save. And here we go. Play that up the line. That's a good looking pass. Sanchez. Deflection. Courtois takes it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the patch. That is how you install it. Any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. But yeah, it's looking good. It's a pretty good patch for what it's worth. There's lots to choose from. If you feel like you want to use another one, hey, go for it. Ooh, Hazard, so close. But until next time, if you guys enjoyed it, we'll be back shortly with lots of Master League and more to come. But in my club maybe as well, because I know you guys enjoy that. But until next time, take care.